Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to more Heavy Rain on the PS3. Hope you're all enjoying it so far. And we're starting part 2 with the detective from the FBI. We're about to investigate the crime scene. So I hope you're all enjoying it so far, and let's get back into it.
God, my hands are trembling. I gotta keep my act together. At least for now.
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI?
You got a badge or something, Mr. Jaden?
Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Blake. Is he around?
I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere.
Thanks. Goddamn rain. Hasn't stopped pouring since I arrived. I'm really gonna love it here. Reporters. Already. They seem well informed. Video memo recording, Agent 47023, Norman Jaden, Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is 8:14 a.m. Unrelated to the investigation. I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Thanks. Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the Origami Killer. Jaden!
Listen, I can see you're busy. I'll just have a look around if you don't mind.
Be my guest. Hey, Jaden, you come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Harry comment, sample of no interest, comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. Harry comment, the victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence. Superficial wound on the right thigh. Blood analysis suggests it could be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion. A small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably closed after the time of death. An orchid was placed on the victim's chest. His face is covered with mud, like the other victims. Harry comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. There's a railroad track near where the body was left. Same as all the other victims. Way too many people here. They're trampling all over the crime scene. The body got scratched when it was moved. There may be more traces of blood around here. Harry, comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. Dead cat. The FBI doesn't keep files on dead cats. Not yet. Impressive. Seems the only traces the killer left are those he intended to leave. He knew exactly what he was doing, right down to the tiniest detail. Harry, comment. Orchid pollen detected. Probably from the flower left on the body. Harry, comment. The pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too.
Orchid pollen. Something the killer couldn't control. Can it be traced back to its source?
A bat. A fox. A crab. Death. Death.
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident. However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault Jason is dead. He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death. How is Sean?
I know he's really unhappy. He just can't understand why I seem unable to love him.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
I no longer want to live. I have no reason to continue.
Not even for your son, Sean.
I couldn't save Jason. Sean doesn't need a father like me.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
No. No.
That's the end of this session. We'll continue this conversation next week. You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor. How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
I'm sorry about that, Sean. Next time, we'll really pull it together, okay? Is something the matter, Sean?
No, I'm alright.
Do you want to eat something? Aren't you going to go play with the other kids?
I don't feel like it.
Alright, we've switched back to Ethan and Sean now for a little while.
What am I going to do to cheer him up? Sean looks so miserable. I wish I could help him. Just not sure I can right now. I haven't been on a seesaw in a long time. What do you think?
Yeah! Come on, Dad, make me fly.
He seems to be having fun. It's been a long time since I've seen that smile. I'll find something else to do with him. What about that merry-go-round? I bet I can push you so fast you won't be able to stay on it.
Great!
Alright, how did that go wrong? It was R1, L1, tap X, that's what I did. Right, let's try it again. R1, L1, tap X. Right, it's working
Come
now.
on, Dad, as fast as you can. Faster! Faster! Come on, faster, faster! Whoa! I think my head is spinning.
Good training for astronauts, though. I'll find something else to do with him.
Alright, so what we're going to do next? We've done the seesaw and we've done the merry-go-round already. Okay, we've got the carousel and the swings. Yeah, we can't interact with the ticket booth yet. So you got to do things the way the game wants you to do it, not the way that you want to do it. So it's going to be the swings now.
You want to go play on the swing? I'll push you.
Okay. You're not pushing, Dad. Come on, Dad. Higher. Why'd you stop? Come on, Dad! Higher! That was cool.
Looks like rain's coming. I think we better go.
Okay. You know, sometimes I remember before. I mean, when Jason was still here. Sometimes I wish everything could just be the way it was before.
Me too, Sean. Me too.
Hey, Dad, can I have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Sure. Go pick a horse and get on. I'll get a ticket.
I was getting worried then. When I had the thought process and I said, leave, I didn't think we were going to get to do this.
One, please.
That's $1.
Do you think it's gonna take long?
No, he should be finished soon.
I'm off, Charlene. I'll look at the reports later. Oh, cancel all appointments for this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, Captain, Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI is here.
Jaden, of course. We've been expecting you. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you mind tagging along? We can talk as we walk.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to introduce myself before getting started, but perhaps there's a better time.
No, it's fine. I just have to get to the press conference. We have them every day now. Believe me, it's not always easy finding something to tell them. Fortunately, today we have some news. Have you met Lieutenant Blake yet?
Yeah, we met this morning.
He has his own methods, but he's a good cop. I'm sure you'll get on well together. Do you know how to tie a knot in a necktie?
I guess.
To be frank with you, I could have done without the FBI on this one, but the press are all over us. This Origami Killer case crept up on us, and it's fast becoming a national concern. There are hundreds of killers in this country, but what do you know? This guy is exotic. He leaves flowers and origami figures. Work that one out. Then the press get onto it, and we suddenly become the center of the universe.
I'm here to arrest a serial killer. With all due respect, sir, the rest of it, it's none of my business.
No, of course not. All I'm asking is that you make progress, and fast. The press want a perpetrator, and we're going to have to serve him up on a silver platter. Not bad. Oh, go see Charlene. She'll show you to your office. Yeah, check in on the press conference if you're interested. It'll give you an idea of the political climate around here.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the club, Jaden.
Alright, let's take a look around, get used to our surroundings of the police station, and then we'll go and check out the press conference. Then we'll get Charlene, the secretary, to take us to our new office.
Investigation should confirm this in the coming days. The police are continuing to work around the clock to find the murderer as quickly as possible. I'll field some questions. Yes.
You said the methodology indicated another victim for the Origami Killer. Can you be more specific?
An origami figure was found in the victim's hand, and an orchid was placed on his chest. His face was covered with mud, but there were no visible traces of violence to the body. Go ahead.
The Zodiac Killer was never identified. Perhaps the Origami Killer will never be found either.
I don't think there's much chance of that. For the moment, the killer may think he's invulnerable, but in the end he'll make a mistake and we'll be there to arrest him. Yes?
Did the killer leave any written evidence? Perhaps a ransom note explaining his actions? Or anything like that?
No. He has not made contact in any way, and we have only the murders to help us understand his motives. Yes. What's the question?
Some people are saying that the police were slow to take an interest in these murders because the victims lived in poorer parts of the city. What do you say to that?
That's absurd. The police make no distinctions between victims based on their social class. It is true that the Origami Killer seems to choose his victims from the more impoverished parts of town. The higher crime rate in these areas makes the investigation more difficult. Time for a couple more. Yes.
There are rumors that the FBI has sent a profiler to help with the investigation. Is that true?
You seem to be well informed. Yes, we asked the FBI to send us a profiler to help us with this investigation. We were planning to announce this in the next few days, but it seems that won't be necessary.
According to certain sources, the town hall's been applying pressure to avoid any mention of a serial killer in order not to have an adverse effect on the mayor's election campaign. Do you have anything to say about that?
Pure speculation. At no time has the mayor been involved in this investigation, except to support the efforts of the police force, of course. Thank you for your cooperation.
One question, please, sir. One last question.
Captain Perry, one more question, please.
This investigation is starting to give me the creeps. Get a hold of yourself, man. I'll have a look around the station. Stretch my legs for a bit. Case is front page news in all the papers. It's not going to be easy investigating a crime under the glare of all this publicity. should get Perry's assistant to show me my office. I can't wait to get to work. I saw Blake when I arrived. Maybe I should go talk to him. Strange character, Captain Perry. Seems to be more interested in meeting the press than investigating the crime. Nice watch.
Oh, it's the present we offer to our new lieutenants. We've bought the same model each year for the past 20 years for each promotion. It optimizes everybody's time, and it's the kind of thing that always goes down well. You can contribute to our fund if you like. We're still a few dollars short.
Congratulate Larry on my behalf.
I'll be sure to do that, sir.
Captain Perry said you could show me to my office?
Yes, of course. Follow me.
This is my office?
That's where I was told to take you. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay, time to work.
That was weird. I don't know why that command didn't work. It said down, which I did. Then it said tap X, which I did. And it said I was doing it wrong. It took 3 attempts before I finally got it. And all I was doing was the same thing that it said I was doing wrong earlier. It's a really weird format sometimes in this game, these interactive commands. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Step 1. Change the office.
Right, let's see what we got. We got autumn, planets, mountains, and underwater, I think that one is, if I remember rightly, that other one. This one's the mountains and things. I don't think when you open them, you get that exact one. That's the one you've chosen. You can go back and look at the others. Usually when you select some things in games, you only select one and you're stuck with it. But this one, you're not. So we've got mountains. Okay. One of the 4. So let's have a look at the next one. This is the water one. So we're actually underwater with sharks and fish and everything all swimming around. This is autumn with all the red and different coloured trees and leaves and everything. Bright sunshine coming through. This is the one I picked, I think last time I played, but I wasn't recording at the time. This is the one I used, so I think we'll go for something different this time. Now we got the planets one. Yeah, so we're actually on like Mars or something, I think, at a desk. I think it's supposed to be Mars. I'm going to stick with the mountain thing, I think, today for this game. The mountain theme with the high-rising rocks with the grass tops and all the mist and everything. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that. I've made my choice now, and mountains it is.
Well, well. Looks like there's something new. Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car. No prints or specific clues. Nothing much to go on. A common species. That doesn't help much. The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83. Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned. Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on. Eight victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13. No signs of violence. The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything. Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later, drowned in rainwater. Just one origami store in town. The orchid is a common species. It can be found at any flower shop. Here we go again. I better go wash my face. I need to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist. That's alright. I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
Is everything all right, sir?
No one will see.
This is Lieutenant Blake, Mr. Mars. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son, Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about...
It's going to ask me, isn't it? Yep, I knew it. I don't know. I'm just going to have to guess. I don't even remember seeing a time.
5:30, I think. I'm not really sure.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat.
Oh dear. Brown?
A brown coat. And a pair of pants.
Beige, I think it was. Was it beige? I'm going with beige.
Beige pants.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
Yeah, I was. I stood right by the side of it, watching.
I did. I didn't leave. I watched the carousel.
How could Sean
and
possibly have vanished if you were right there watching the carousel?
I don't know. I don't understand.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
Yeah, we were panicking. He was panicking, wasn't he? So before he searched, he panicked.
I don't know. I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
All right. That's all the questions I have for now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars. We'll continue to look for Sean overnight. We'll contact you if we have any more questions.
Do you think the Origami Killer...
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple hours.
But what if it is the Origami Killer?
Well, then we have about 4 days to find him alive.
Did they find something?
No, nothing yet, but they're gonna keep looking through the night.
Do they think it's the Origami Killer?
It's still too early to say, but it is a possibility.
What happened, Ethan? How could you lose Sean like that? You should never have taken your eyes off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park? Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing Jason? I'm sorry. It's not what I meant to say. I miss him so much.